So I was going to upload my videos in a different order because I recorded 3 videos last night. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you already knew that I recorded 3 videos last night. However, due to a bunch of stuff going down with Blizzard stuff, that video now needs to go first. We're leaving a McDonald's because we're on our way to my son's IEP meeting before I have to go to work. So, guys, enjoy the video.
Hi there, guys and gals. Welcome back to Back Pocket Game Reviews. And, well, I'm not gonna lie, I have the same clothes on in the last video that you just saw, and it's because, yeah, I'm recording them in the same day, not because I'm a filthy son of a bitch and decided not to shower or anything like that. I just personally needed to record them all in one day. A lot of that has to do with work. So we're going to sit back on some of this lovely pumpkin spice tea that I've got over here to the side of me, and we're going to talk about how Blizzard has no spine. You may be wondering, Nick, what are you talking about? You bought plenty of Blizzard games. You love Blizzard. You played Diablo. You played Overwatch. You hated World of Warcraft like a sane human being. And you even played Hearthstone. That is correct. There are a lot of Blizzard games that I've played. However, recently Blizzard banned one of their esports contestants and also suspended all of his prize winnings. Over what, you might ask? Well, I for some reason I can't remember this. I want to say it's like Blitz Chum or something like that. The last name's Chum of the esports player, and he's a professional Hearthstone player, and he's relatively good, I assume. I don't know. I don't watch competitive Hearthstone because nothing sounds more boring to me than watching other people play a card game. I'll play the card game, just don't want to watch. It's like golf. Sounds fun. It's fun when you're doing it. Not so much fun when you are watching others do it. So, he got banned because he, showed support of Hong Kong. Even spoke out about what's going on in Hong Kong right now. And some of you may remember I've had a friend on here who is from China, and we discussed that very briefly on the channel. But he also wore a mask, which was also kind of stating how the Chinese government recently banned masks because of the protests going on in Hong Kong. And a lot of this has to do with freedom of speech. And obviously, as an American, very few things are as important to me as your freedom of speech. Whether I agree with your opinion or not, you have every right to say it. Even if it makes you look like a total idiot and a fool, you had the right to say whatever it was you said. Don't care whose opinions are upset or whose feelings got hurt, you have the right to say it. You also have the right to the backlash, but not this particular backlash, because this makes an American company look like literally they just somehow dropped their balls and lost their spine. And they banned him because of him speaking out against China in regards to that. It wasn't like he even said anything foul. It was just kind of a plug in the middle of one of their tournaments. They even fired the 2 people who were hosting that tournament in regards to it. Really weird how that works. But then they banned this guy, no longer can compete in any kind of esports for at least a year having to do with Hearthstone or Blizzard. When asked, he even stated, I probably won't go back to playing Hearthstone. And this dude's been playing Hearthstone for 4 years. That's 4 years of a game that he likes. I almost called it a sport. I don't know if I'd call... I'm sorry, esports aren't a sport to me. You can be very talented at it. It's still not a sport, though. And, I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way, especially with a company that has, everyone's voice matters is one of their company's mantras. Not yours, because you hurt our China dollars. And it's funny because South Park actually recently did an episode talking about this before it even got to the point that it currently is. I love South Park, for those of you who don't know, so I watch every episode. I am 1 episode behind. I do need to watch that one tonight, which aired yesterday. Then I'll be caught up. But it's really sad to see an American company being willing to shill themselves for a foreign country's interests. And I get it. It happens a lot. These countries want to play ball because there's a lot of people in China. They have disposable income. We want your Chinese dollars, so we will edit our product, even if the hands of it suffering to American consumers or even the rest of the world in certain instances. It's really sad to see. We are a country that is a country because we stood up to a dictator, well, not a dictator, but a monarchy, and we supported our free speech and stood against taxation without representation. But here we are. I'll do anything for your money. Blizzard essentially just gave China a Hummer in the back seat just to keep that Chinese currency coming right back in. And it's really sad too, because I was sitting here, I was like, man, I'm really happy Overwatch is coming out for the Switch. I'm probably going to pick that up because there's not really anything competitive to play on the Switch. And here we are with Blizzard being like, nope, please don't buy our game. We hate America. Don't buy our products. Because that's what it feels like to me. And it's really sad to see this dude get banned from a game over him trying to support something going on. I mean, you can even see the repercussions of this spilling out in the NBA because the GM of the Rockets tweeted out about supporting Hong Kong. The Rockets are essentially banned in China now. Those of you who don't know, the Rockets were like one of the most popular teams in China because Yao Ming played for them. That's the really tall Asian dude. And he's unfortunately a big part of the CBA, which is the Chinese Basketball Association. And he now essentially has to disavow his old team because of this entire situation. All because you hurt my feels by calling our country out. And don't get me wrong, this has nothing to do with the people of China. By all means, the people of China are just fine. It has to do with the terrible, overarching, and oppressive regime in charge of China. And it's really sad. It's really sad to see. It's really sad to see these people have freedom stripped away from them and be oppressed. And Hong Kong isn't really used to that, which is part of why you have it becoming what it currently is. So it'll be interesting to see how the whole Hong Kong thing really evolves. And it's really sad to see a government. When I say oppression, like when you think oppression, you should go watch some of the Hong Kong footage. Like it's bad. Like police are literally beating down on citizens. This isn't like, oh my god, I got tear gas in my eye at my Antifa meeting. Like, this is actually bad. And here's what it is. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do here in the U.S. outside of, well, let people speak out against it publicly. And there was even the backlash about the one girl who's, I don't remember what live-action Disney movie it was going to be, but she was going to be playing one of the Disney characters. I want to say it's Mulan. I want to say it was... Disney's making so many live actions, it's honestly hard to keep up with at this point. But she spoke in support of China. And what a lot of people don't also take into consideration is her whole family lives in China. And she may not actually support it. It may be the Chinese government blatantly told her she has to support them. Hey, you do this or your life is about to be terrible. Terrible could be interpreted. I'm not saying that they did threaten her. I'm just saying that they could have, or threatened her family. And it's something that I don't feel like a lot of Americans have taken fully into consideration, the repercussions and consequences of everything going on over there. And it is good to hear people speaking out against it, especially people that are closer to the situation. I mean, obviously, as I told you, my buddy was on here. We talked about it, and he's seen it firsthand. So, guys, if you have any questions or want to let me know how you feel about this, let me know in the comments down below. But most likely, I'm boycotting Blizzard. Which, as I said, sucks. I was looking forward to Overwatch on my Switch. Not to spend more money on it, because God knows, I did plenty of that while Overwatch was still popular. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to drop a thumbs up, or even if you're a long-time subscriber, drop those thumbs up. It helps me get seen by more people. If you want to follow me anywhere else, links are as always in the description box down below, including my Patreon and all of my different platforms you can follow me on, especially the Twitter box, Xbox, PSN, Switch. You gotta follow me on Twitter to follow me on Switch. It's weird. Also, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button. Ding the bell. Show off in front of your friends. Be like, look, I got a BackPocketGameReviews notification. That dude's crazy. Pocket Man over there. You should watch him. And I'll have plenty more content coming for you soon, so stick around.